Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Swj-Madden. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Swj-Madden. 52 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Moore, 30 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Walker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Walker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Another run with Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's complete to Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Walker. This is Fant on the short completion. Gets past one man. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Diggs has it. He's into space past the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw is Walker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Walker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Moore, the man in motion. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
47 yards.
and the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Walker now. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
And working out of the gun here, Walker.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here we go. Go.
Walker.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Walker rolling to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Herb Smith Jr. an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. An option give now to Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3rd down and 10.
Jackson.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Seahawks 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range. Take go.
Looking to throw. Walker. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd down and 6 now.
Report.
Now Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Seahawks 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Hey, middle. You change it. Go ahead.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yeah.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Walker throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Walker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Walker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give for Walker running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go, set. 79 Bronco.
Now Walker.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Past the 20, down to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1 yards on the play.
Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up. Hey, report.
Moore, the man in motion.
Cut.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Walker. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Walker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6.
No, we changed it.
Mitchell now off the option. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. The outside linebacker coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 53 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw. Jackson.
Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Change it.
Jackson now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to work.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now they'll change things up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagle.
Back to Walker on first down. He'll get this up to about the 44.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here comes second down.
Ready? 18, pioneer.
Looking to throw. Walker.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Running right, here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Walker. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw is Walker.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Come on, set. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Baltimore, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.